Okay, hello everybody. Hello, and welcome. How's everybody doing today? It's Sunday. Yes, it is. It is Sunday. It's March 31st, 2019, everybody. March 31st. That final day of March. We're about to start April. And, it could be a very interesting month, to say the least, coming up. But, for the final day of March, today should be pretty fun, and I hope that you guys are excited for it. A full day of gameplay streaming here for me, and I'll actually be streaming not only today, but tomorrow and Tuesday, and I know that's out of the ordinary. Typically, Monday has been my day off for the last couple of months, actually, where Monday, it's always been Monday. This week is a little different. Mostly reason being is because next week I'm off. Next week I am going to Connecticut to visit my parents, and Kat's going to meet them for the first time, and it's going to be a good time, hopefully. But because of that, the schedule kind of got shifted around, where Kat's work schedule got shifted around so that she could accommodate having that whole week off, and therefore our day off this week coming up is going to be Wednesday. And that's going to be a very busy day for us because we're going to be preparing for the trip. We're going to be buying supplies and everything for the trip and everything. So, yeah, I'm here today, and I'm here tomorrow and Tuesday. So, constant, streaming throughout the week here, which is a good thing. There's a lot of stuff going on, right? It's been a very busy gaming week this last week. It's been a lot of fun. So, what can you guys expect for today, the final day of March? Well, today we're going to be doing my final session, second and final session of the Mortal Kombat 11 online closed beta. I got into this beta because I pre-ordered the game, so I'm ready to go next month when the game releases. I played this originally on Friday for about 4 hours or so. And the first thing I have to say is, it's actually a really good beta. They did a very good job with this beta. 5 characters are available. Jade, Baraka, Scorpion, Cabal, and Scarlet. And there's a variety of gameplay among those 5 characters. And not only did they have an online component where you play other people, but they've also got an offline component with the challenge towers. It's a very short one. It's like a 5-stage challenge tower. But it gives you an opportunity to mess around with the characters in an offline setting against AI, so you can at least learn some basics before you go online. That's exactly what was needed. They really knew what they were doing. NetherRealm, they're a really good game development studio between Mortal Kombat and Injustice. They've been doing a really great job over the last, 8 to 10 years putting out quality gameplay content for fighting game fans. In particular, I actually believe they're rumored that they're making another new fighting game franchise sometime soon. I heard that rumor. I don't know if it's true or not, but I guess we're going to have to see what happens in the near future, okay? But anyway, yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to be playing this beta again as my first stream today. Today we're going to be messing around with, excuse me, Cabal and Scarlet, the 2 characters I didn't touch on Friday. In particular, I know a lot about Cabal because I played with him in Mortal Kombat 3 and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. A character based on high combo ability and a lot of reactionary stuff. What I mean by that is he has this full screen run move that it's very fast, and if he hits you with it, you get stunned and can lead to a combo. Or you can actually be doing a combo, do the run move, it stuns you, and then you can extend the length of your combo. In fact, he was so good and actually broken in the original Mortal Kombat 3 game that they actually had to make a new version called Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 to tone him down because he was so goddamn good, okay? Anyway, I don't know how good he is in this version. We're going to find out. And Scarlet, I don't know that much about. I know she was a DLC character, I think in Mortal Kombat 9, if I remember correctly, and I think I did get her, or I played against her. I don't remember. It was a long time ago, 8 years ago. But I'm going to check her out too, okay? Now, I'm probably also going to still play a little bit with Jade and Baraka. So there'll be a little bit of variety here with probably those 4 characters. Honestly, out of all these characters, Scorpion interests me the least because he's been around since Mortal Kombat 1. And for me, I'd rather play with other characters. So we'll see, but it should be a fun session. I'll try both Cabal and Scarlet in their offline challenge towers. And then I'll take them online, and we'll do online gameplay, for pretty much most of the stream today. Now, another thing I really like about this beta, if you guys didn't know, if you weren't here on Friday, The Mortal Kombat 11 allows you to see not only the quality of the connection of the person you're about to fight and either accept or decline, it also shows you if they're on a wired or wireless connection. So that's great because it lets you screen the matches pretty sufficiently, and because of that, out of all the matches that I've played in the beta, only 2 were laggy. The rest of them were quite good. So I've really enjoyed this beta so far. I think that NetherRealm's doing a great job, and I hope this certainly translates into the final version of the game, because so far, so good for me. Okay? Okay, so, today, Mortal Kombat 11 online closed beta for the first stream. Should be fun. Tonight, my weekly Minecraft chill stream is going to be tonight. Okay? 2+ hours of Minecraft where basically I'm just relaxing and talking with all of you. And this week, what I'm going to try to do is basically recover from last week. If you guys weren't here last week, what ended up happening was I wanted to do some mining for diamonds, because I need to get diamonds in Minecraft to make diamond armor so that I can go to the dangerous parts of the game, like the Nether, and survive. So I mined for 2 hours. I'm not kidding. I didn't find a single diamond. What the hell? And people were like, what is up with this that Phil can't find diamond? Come to find out, apparently the advice that I was given last week was wrong. I was mining too high. I was like 3 or 4 blocks too high to find diamond. So basically I was doing the wrong thing. And now what I'm going to do tonight is go back to the same exact vein that I mined last week. And I'm going to mine down about 3 to 4 blocks and see if tonight I can find diamond. Okay? We'll see how it goes. I hope it works out. So even though, yes, it's going to be a busy work stream of trying to find diamond and then maybe eventually crafting armor and the like, it should still be fun if you want to just hang out with me tonight. That's really what it's all about, just hanging out for a couple hours. Come on by. That's around 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Okay? Okay, then, tomorrow, Monday, we return to Sekiro as my main gameplay stream. 4+ hours of Sekiro. As you know, that playthrough's been quite entertaining for all the right and wrong reasons. Looking forward to more. I'm sure there's going to be fun exploration, and then there's going to be rage at bosses and stuff. We'll see how that goes tomorrow, okay? So that should be good. And then tomorrow night, Monday night, I'm returning to Super Mario RPG for another late-night chill stream. I'm actually in, I think, the final third of the game now, and this is where some of the most challenging stuff in the game is. Plus, if I want to do the secret content, I'm going to have to start doing it soon, because the game is almost over. Okay? So, that's tomorrow night. Then Tuesday is completely up in the air, because I could do another stream of Sekiro, or, if I so choose, I could do something completely different. I could end up doing I was thinking about maybe doing a stream of Black Ops 4 multiplayer, and you might say, well, why? It causes you rage and you don't like it, because all the classes in that game have the stupid equipment and gimmicks that you don't like. You're right, but apparently they've released a new mode called, I think it's like, it's like a specialist free mode, where there's none of that. They took it all out of the game. Okay, and so it's basically straight up combat. Straight up first-person shooter with no gimmicks. No fucking stupid robots, no fucking, you know, all the dumb shit that I hate about that game, they take it out. So, maybe I'll do that. You know, I don't know what I want to do Tuesday. Maybe I'll just do Sekiro again. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, okay? Same thing Tuesday night. Like, Tuesday night, I'm on the fence. What should I do? Should I do another stream of MLB? Because last night I played MLB, and it actually went really well last night. Like, people came out and just hung out with me. And it was a lot of fun. It was a ton of fun. Because I was getting better at the game, but it was more about me interacting with people and just talking with people for 2 hours. So it ended up being a really fun hangout stream while I was basically, you know, wailing on baseballs. I got a bunch of home runs. It was a cool time. So maybe I'll do MLB Tuesday night. I'm not sure. All right. So Tuesday, kind of up in the air. I really don't know what I want to do on Tuesday. I'm kind of leaving it open for now until maybe we get closer to it, and then I'll make that determination, okay? Wednesday is my day off this week. So finally, I'm getting a day off after like 8 straight days of streaming. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I will be here full time. Thursday's going to be more Sekiro and then a chill stream. Friday is my big birthday bash marathon, everybody. That's right. This coming Friday, April 5th, the big birthday bash marathon from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. I will be live streaming a wide variety of games, including, okay, ready? Including, hold on. Well, I forgot I even had this thing. Okay, including Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout. That's my Battle Royale, okay, or Battle Royale, however you want to say it. Sekiro, okay. Probably going to squeeze in a little bit of Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. And I'm thinking for the chill segment of the stream, MLB 19. Now, allow me to explain, because this marathon is going to be a little different from the last one. The last marathon, I played 6 games, and each game I played for like 90 minutes to 2 hours. That was too much, in my opinion. Like, I think I crammed in too many games, and out of those games, there were several games that you guys didn't really care that much about, like Donkey Kong Country 2, Super Mario RPG. You know, when I played those games, it basically kind of killed the hype of the stream. Okay? And what I want to do this time around is only narrow it down to only, say, 4 games. However, what I want to do is make the games that are popular or the games that did the best in the first marathon as the main features of the stream. So, for example, Sekiro and Blackout will end up being the longer segments of this marathon, okay? Probably 3 or more hours of each of those games. The other 2 games will be considered the cooldown games. And what I mean by that is, basically, those will be the games to break up stuff. So if I play 3 to 3.5 hours of Sekiro, all right, and I'm all amped up and everything from playing it, and I'll rage, then do maybe an hour and a half of MLB to calm me down. See what I mean? We can just relax. We can have some interactivity while I just play a little bit of MLB and wail on some baseballs and kind of relax. Then we go back to more, you know, more interesting stuff. You see what I mean? I think that's a better way to do it. So we'll see. But definitely, you know, I learned from the last marathon, don't put those Nintendo games in there because those basically kind of killed the hype of the stream. And then when I went back to Black Ops 4 Blackout, boom, all of a sudden everyone came back and everyone was excited and everyone was engaged again. Now, here's the deal with this marathon on Friday, okay? This is the last week. This week, starting today through Saturday, it's the last week that I have to raise funds for my taxes. You guys know, if you've been tuning in recently, you know the big situation I'm in. I have to raise a lot of money in a very short period of time in order to tackle my taxes in the month of April, and if I don't, I'm screwed. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll basically be defaulting on taxes, and more than likely by the end of this year, we'll have to sell my house to pay them. I don't know what else to do. All right? So what I'm trying to do this week is put out hype content for you. In particular, this big birthday bash marathon. I'm hoping it's successful, because it needs to be, okay? The whole point is to raise tips for my taxes. Tips, you know, I get right away, and I'm able to put them towards things like my taxes. Okay? What I'm going to be doing during this marathon on Friday is I'm going to have some Streamlabs things implemented. For example, I'm going to have a tips bar that's going to be filling up over the course of the day, depending on the amount of tip contributions that I get. So I'm going to have a tips goal that I'm reaching for that day, and it's going to, you know, basically reach for it, and hopefully this will motivate people to contribute, because those kind of tools usually work, okay? So, I'm excited for Friday. It's going to be a fun day. 10 to 10, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., the big birthday bash marathon for me. Hopefully people will come out and be generous, and I could put a big dent in these taxes, in this tax situation, okay? And then on Saturday, April 6th, that's my actual birthday, by the way, I will be doing 2 fun things. First of all, the return of Apex Legends Co-op. Yes, I've confirmed. I talked to Brian, and he wants to do Apex Legends Co-op again. Now that Apex Legends now has new content, it should be a pretty fun stream. So that's Saturday, April 6th. I'm going to be doing a full stream of Apex Legends Co-op with Brian and hopefully Kekken. I don't know. I have to talk to Kekken. I've been trying to reach him. I haven't reached him yet. But we're going to be doing that on Saturday. A fun co-op stream on my birthday. And then that night, so that's Saturday night. So yeah, I am actually streaming my entire birthday. I'm streaming all day. Probably Sekiro. And at that point, I mean, you got to think about this. I'm playing Sekiro tomorrow. That's 4 hours. I may be playing it Tuesday. That's another 4 hours. I'm playing it Thursday. That's another 4 hours. I'm playing it during the marathon. That's another 3.5 hours. And then if I'm playing it Saturday night, I'm thinking I might even finish it. Okay. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how far I get this week. Apparently people are saying at this point I'm about halfway through it. So maybe I'll beat it. I don't know. It depends on really how well I do as well. If I'm sucking ass and dying a million times to things, I probably won't finish it, you know. So I guess we'll see, but I'm thinking maybe I'll finish it by this weekend. Okay. So we'll see, but that's probably what I'm going to be doing Saturday night. And go from there. So the final stream of the week before I take time away to go to Connecticut to visit my parents will be Sekiro. The right way to end it, I think, because everyone is loving my playthrough of that game and wants to see more, right? So there you go. This week, a variety. You're going to have Sekiro balanced with Super Mario RPG and MLB and other stuff. A big birthday bash marathon this Friday where I'm trying to do the last hurrah, raise funds for my taxes. And then on my actual birthday, April 6th, a fun Apex Legends co-op stream, and then more Sekiro to end the week. Okay? That's the schedule for the week. And then I'll be gone for about a week. No streams because I'll be in Connecticut with my parents, and Kat will be meeting them. We'll be spending time together. I'll be showing Kat all around Connecticut. And yes, as I told you guys, more than likely what I will do, I'm not going to be filming, but I'll take a few pictures and stuff in Connecticut to share with you guys, you know, on my Instagram and on my Twitter. And then when I come back from Connecticut, I think more than likely what I'll do is do a podcast, which I almost never do. But I think what I'll do is a show where I could just kind of recap my time in Connecticut and what we did and everything without revealing too much personal shit, but basically just kind of giving you guys an idea of what happened while we were there and stuff like that, because I'm sure people are going to be interested. And rather than it just be me answering the same questions for a week straight, I think I'll do a podcast where I kind of recap all of that. Okay. And then back to gaming. And what are we going to be doing? Obviously, if I didn't beat Sekiro, that'll be in the mix. During my time away, Phoenix Wright is going to release. That's Phoenix Wright, the collection. And so I'll be playing Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations when I get back, paired in with everything else, MLB and everything. And we'll go from there, because, you know, in April, there's lots of games coming out. MK11, Days Gone, and a bunch of other stuff, too. So, so there you go, guys. Should be a fun month coming up. But this next week is insanely important, okay? It really is. Like, this is the make or break week for me to basically stream my butt off, entertain the hell out of you guys, and hopefully raise enough funds to take care of these taxes, or at least knock them down enough so I can qualify for a payment plan that I can actually afford and pay off these taxes in the next year, okay? Okay, so that being said, what I'd like to do now is do a very brief plugs segment. All right, and then we're going to head on to shout-outs for people who've contributed, and then we're going to go from there. Fair enough? All right. All right. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me. Thank you very much for all of your support. Over 10 years of being a content creator for the internet, first on YouTube, now a full-time streamer on Twitch. Thank you very much for everything. I love my job. I absolutely do. I wouldn't give it up for the world. And I'm incredibly grateful that you guys come out and share your time with me every single day here on live streams or watching these videos on demand on YouTube. It's much appreciated, okay? If you love my live streams, if you love my videos on YouTube, if you want to see me continue to be able to do what I do for a living and love it, all right, and you want to be supportive, there's many ways that you can be, all right? In particular, today is the last day that you can pledge to my Patreon for the month of March if you want to get in on the March stuff, including being able to nominate and vote on games for special events, being able to get your questions answered on my next episode of Ask the King, or being able to get a private Q&A video. All those things, okay? You have to pledge today. You have to pledge by the end of today. If you pledge tomorrow, it's going to count towards April, which means you got a whole month to basically wait, because everything processes on the 1st of every month, okay? So, please consider pledging over at patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. All right? Thanks to everyone who is a current pledgee. I appreciate that. And FYI, I should say this month in particular is a weird month because I'm not going to be here that entire week, next week. And because of that, I'm going to be processing all the patron stuff this week. So that means if you pledge today, I will be contacting you during this week to ask you for your information so that I can get you your perks within the next week or so, rather than waiting. Usually I wait till like a Sunday. I can't do that. I have to do it during the week this week before I'm out of here, on my way to Connecticut. So please consider it, okay? Give it a look. Give it a look at my Patreon, and thanks to anyone who pledges. You can also check out my Teespring store, where I sell all kinds of fun merchandise, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, stickers, mugs, hoodies, all kinds of fun stuff. And anything you buy from that store, I get a commission, but you get a really cool collectible. I can personally attest to the quality of the stuff there because it's great quality stuff. I've owned myself, in some cases, over 2 years I've had some of these shirts, and they haven't worn out. They're really good stuff, okay? So give it a look. That's at teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. All right, now, in particular, today, here on the live streams, guys, if you guys contribute via any method, cheering, subbing, or tipping, which are the 3 methods you can contribute during a live stream, I'm going to give you a shout-out, okay? Now, keep in mind, today I'm playing Mortal Kombat 11, a little bit harder to do a shout-out during a match, but I promise you I will give shout-outs between matches, okay? So it's a great way to interact with me during a live stream and to get recognition for any contributions that you may give, so thank you to anyone who is considering it. As you can see, we have a stream stats leaderboard that I have at the top of the screen, where the top cheerer and top tipper will get credit as long as they remain the top cheerer or top tipper for the stream, okay? In addition to that, today is the final day to get up on the cheering leaderboard for the week. That's the cheering leaderboard that's integrated into the Twitch chat. Overnight on Sunday, that resets. So if you want to get in on it for this week, this is the final day to do so. So I will be giving credit in just a bit to the top cheerers of the week if you're interested in getting in on that, okay? Very nice. So that's all well and good, and I appreciate any contributions. However, I will say this up front, the best way to help me and contribute right now is to tip me. By tipping me, those funds are available immediately, and I am able to put those straight towards the taxes. So please consider tipping me if at all you can. Now, just to clear up some misconceptions about tipping that a lot of people seem to have. Number one, you don't need a PayPal account to tip me, okay? There's 2 ways that you can tip me. If you look below the stream, there's a tips jar button you can click on. Or if you don't see that button, you can actually type !tip into the stream chat. Boom, it'll bring up a link that takes you to my PayPal tips page, but you don't need a PayPal account. There's actually a button on that page that says pay with a debit or credit card. So you could just do it via that method, much like anything else you do on the internet. It's not that complicated, okay? Number 2, yes, you can leave your name in a message if you would like a shout out if you tip me, but you can also be anonymous. You could just type anonymous, and no one will know it's you. I won't know it's you. No one will know who you are. The reason I say that is because some people are concerned that if they contribute, they're going to get harassed online. I hear ya. In fact, Twitch themselves has integrated many things like anonymous cheering and anonymous gifting of subs recently, because a lot of people have expressed this concern. So you could do anonymous tips, and there's no way anyone will know it's you, and no one will be able to harass you, okay? And I won't have your information either. It's just completely anonymous. So please consider tipping me. It helps out tremendously, and I seriously need, the help right now to get past this tough time. Thank you very much to anyone who has already or is considering doing so in the next week. Really, seriously, thank you. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and do some shout-outs for those who have contributed already via today's live stream. Okay? So we start off with Coral Guy, who subscribed for 25 months. Thank you very much, Coral Guy. 25 months of support. pretty damned awesome. He says, Phil, I'm excited for your trip back to New England. I lived around here with my whole life. Hope it's a safe and fun trip and the parents are well and in good health. Me too. And as I've said, first of all, just to clear up any, misconceptions of people who aren't around here all the time, I'm not paying for this trip. I can't afford a trip. If it were me paying for this trip, I wouldn't be going. My parents are paying for the trip because they really want to meet Kat and spend time with us because they haven't seen me in 3 years. And they want to spend time with us and meet Kat. And basically, while they're still in good health, because they are getting older, yes, they have health problems, but they're still in considered good health. While they're still in good health, they want to spend time with us so that the next time I see them isn't, oh my God, one of them has a health issue and they're on their deathbed. You see what I mean? They want us to be a memorable, fun, positive trip rather than, oh God, who knows what could happen in a couple years. You never know. So that being said, this whole trip was their idea, by the way, and I'm looking forward to it. So we'll see how this goes. And yeah, Kat and I have a few things planned out, a few places that we want to check out from, my old days living in Connecticut and things that I know are good that I want to show her and stuff. So, we will we'll see how it goes. Okay? Thank you for this up. Bagel Goose did a 100-bit cheer. He says, out of all the fighting characters you've played with, which one is the best skin or look in game? Well, Bagel Goose, I don't know that's a very general thing. Out of all the fighting characters I've played, do you mean every fighting game ever? Do you mean Mortal Kombat 11? Do you mean recently in fighting games? Like, what I've noticed is that, in particular, fighting games recently have insane amounts of skins available. Reason being, this is how they nickel and dime the consumer. This is how they get you with the microtransactions, right? The microtransactions, seriously, like, pretty crazy what we've seen. Now, okay, so Big Ol' Goose just clarified, said any time. Oh my God. See, back in the day, there were no skins. Back in the day, it was just a certain sprite or a certain character design, and then you would just get what they call palette swaps, where it was color swaps. So you would have Blanca green, but you could have them blue, you could have them orange, you could have them, various different interesting colors. For example of that, watch me when I play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, right? But over the years, they've added all these downloadable content costumes. I remember in particular, some of the cool ones for Street Fighter 4 were Dan had this outfit where he was basically dressed up like an umpire from baseball, but he looked like a Ninja Turtle, and he actually had various colors that looked like a Ninja Turtle colors. That was pretty funny. I remember some other outfits that made like Akuma look like a demon, right? Stuff like that were pretty neat. In Street Fighter 5, there's some crazy ones, like Blanca being a stuffed animal. And that's just so distracting, quite frankly. Because he doesn't even look like a fighting game character. Like, what the hell am I playing? But the truth of the matter is, I have not really ever really purchased that many outfit packs. I think the last game I actually purchased outfit packs for was Street Fighter 4. And that was quite a long time ago. So that being said, I haven't really seen a wide variety of the outfits available. Now, what I can tell you this, Mortal Kombat 11 is looking pretty good. Like, every character seems to have at least 4 outfits by default in the game. And then you could customize those outfits and mix and match to make your own class and your own created character that looks to your liking. And from what I can see from the beta, the more you play the game, you unlock even more accessories for each character. So, for example, I'm playing with Scorpion, and I'm unlocking a Scorpion mask, a Scorpion spear, and then you can go and customize with those too. So I get the feeling the more you play the game, the more you'll unlock for your favorite characters and be able to customize it even more. So, I guess the real question here with Mortal Kombat 11 will be, will everything be in the game at launch, and then it's just a matter of time of playing the game to unlock it all? Or will there be a series of microtransactions needed to unlock all that content? Or will they do that hybrid formula where, yes, you can get everything for free over time if you play the game? Because remember, this game has the crypt, and what the crypt is you do a series of combat and mini games and grinding to get reward points, and you use those points to open chests in the crypt that have customizable items and stuff in them, okay? So maybe that's how you'll get the items. I don't know. Or the hybrid formula would be it's a combination of that, plus if you just don't want to wait, you can dump extra money to just buy everything from the get-go for like an extra $30. I've seen that before. In fact, they just did that with, what was it, Dead or Alive 6, where you could just spend $60 and get the base game, or spend like $120, but then you unlock all the stuff in the game immediately. Okay? So I guess we'll see what they do. We don't know what they're going to do. But the game looks great in that regard. For customization and outfits, one of the best things of recent memory, this beta is showing that, you know, they really are looking at fan service and caring about the people who buy their game and looking to give you quality in the long run. So I like this so far. What I'm seeing, the customization of outfits in MK11 looks pretty good. Okay? So Big Ol' Goose, you are the top cheerer and only cheerer of the day so far. Let's get you up on the leaderboard before we start. That 100-bit cheer to get stuff going. Thank you very much. Then we start off with a $1 tip from Rob. And Rob says, I have to say, the best thing about the new Dumbo remake was Dumbo himself. He was cute, but the film was way overdone. I'm giving Aladdin a miss. Wow. Well, see, I don't know what you mean by overdone. I mean, the original Dumbo movie is a weird fucking movie. I don't know how many of you guys and gals out there have actually seen the original animated Dumbo movie, but it's very odd. There's racist stereotypes in it. There's a whole drug-induced segment. I'm not kidding. There's a segment where Dumbo is drunk and high and has all these crazy hallucinations that are scary as shit. So the original Dumbo movie, in a lot of ways, is a creepy-ass fucking movie with some weird shit in it. And yeah, that's what someone, Mikey Boy just said. Mikey Boy says, well, it's good old Disney. Right, in the old days, that's what Disney used to do. They used to do these movies that were hybrids. There'd be stuff for the kids, but also stuff for adults. And Dumbo is very much a movie that has a lot of adult content in it, okay? I don't know this new remake, you know, how it is. I saw the Jungle Book remake. I thought it was all right. I wasn't in love with it, but I thought it was decent. I haven't seen Beauty and the Beast. I haven't seen Cinderella. I haven't seen any of these live-action remakes. So for me, I really don't have much of a frame of reference to comment. But if you say it's overdone, I believe you. A lot of people already are criticizing the Aladdin movie, saying it looks really over-the-top cheesy. You know, Will Smith as the genie looks terrible. I don't even... For me, seeing these movies animated was amazing. Because, you know, animation, you can kind of suspend your disbelief, as they say. Because it's animated. It's animated, anything can happen. You make these movies live action, it's like... Just the genie character in general is ridiculous. Let's make him live action and plausible. No, he's not plausible. That's the whole point. Is that he's not plausible at all. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I'm not seeing Aladdin either. So, all right. So anyway, Rob, thank you for the $1 tip. I was actually just about to put you up on the leaderboard, but then Look Here, Look Listen just did a $5 tip and said real talk. So, Look Here, Look Listen is actually the top tipper of the day for $5. Let's get him up on the leaderboard. And so we are up to $6 in tips so far today, starting off. So that's really it for now. What I want to do before we start is also give a shout out to all of the top cheerers of the week. And the reason that I say that is, like I said, this is the last chance to do so. Overnight, that leaderboard is going to reset. So I'd like to give credit where credit is due now before we jump into the stream, okay? So thank you to all of the cheerers for this week. I appreciate it very much, all of your contributions. Let's go ahead and run down the top cheerers, all right? So in number 10, we've got Mr. Papavera. Thank you very much. We have, if you can believe this, a triple tie for 7th place between Octoa, Straight Cash Homie, and Dope Soap. So thank you guys very much for all of your contributions. In 6th place, DJ Runo. In 5th place, Vote Democrat. In 4th place, Firm High Five. In 3rd place, Frederick Fossa. In 2nd place, Frugals. And in first place, for this week, Yoshino Lover. So again, thanks all of you for your cheering contributions this week. Thanks everyone for all of your contributions in general this week. They're much appreciated. And again, final reminder before we start with today's gameplay. Please, if at all you can and you want to be supportive today, please tip me if you can. All tips are going towards my tax situation, all right? If you look below the stream, there's a tips jar button you can click on, or you can type ! tip into the stream chat to bring up my PayPal link. You do not need a PayPal account to tip me. You can use a debit or credit card, and you can be anonymous if you want to. That way no one can harass you for contributing, all right? Any contributions are appreciated. I'll give you a shout out for whatever you guys do, but the tips right now are the most helpful, okay? All right, guys. All right, so that's going to be it for pre-stream. A short pre-stream today. Thank you very much. Let's end the pre-stream. And let's begin with the Mortal Kombat 11 beta. Like I said, I think what we'll do is we'll start off with Cabal and Scarlet in their challenge showers. Just to learn some basic combos and the like. See their fatalities. And then we'll go online, play some, and then we'll go from there. Fair enough? All right, let's end the pre-stream. And wait a minute. Hold on. I just got a cheer from Kanji Monster. And he says, are you still going to be playing Outer Worlds after the news that the game will be an Epic Store exclusive? I hate to tell you this, but I don't care about that because I don't play on PC. All this Epic Store, Steam Store, exclusive content, EA Store, EA Origin, I don't care about that. For me, I just buy the games on console and play them. None of that affects me whatsoever. That's why earlier this year with Metro Exodus, I was not a part of any of that drama nonsense. And by the way, Metro Exodus was an outstandingly good game. And I feel bad because I think a lot of people skipped it because of the stupid PC drama that people get caught up in. Just playing it on console, I loved it. I thought it was an outstanding game. It was a ton of fun, a great story, a lot of variety of environments and stuff. It was a really well done game. So, yeah, I don't care about the Epic Store at all. So there you go. Okay, so yes, I will be playing Outer Worlds if and when it ever releases. For those who don't know, I believe Outer Worlds is the hybrid RPG being made by the same people who made Fallout New Vegas. And that's great, because Fallout New Vegas was an outstandingly good game, so I would love to play a new outing from them, for sure. Okay? Okay, so now, we will now end the pre-stream. Alright? We'll jump into Mortal Kombat 11, and hopefully we'll have some fun. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Elric Strife just said that Outer Worlds will be out in August. That's a good time for it, as long as it's not the final week of August. Because already we've got Life is Strange Episode 4, Shenmue 3, and I think there's actually another game coming out in late August already. We need it in, like, early August. That would be amazing. Put it out in early August, right? Okay. Thank you guys very much for everything. And let us begin with Mortal Kombat 11. All right, thanks. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. I was just about to end the pre-stream and Bent Boxer tipped me $1. It says, what is the last concert you've been to? Is it true that you will be attending Elton John when you're in Connecticut? I've only been to one concert ever, and I didn't pay for it. It was Dave Matthews Band. It was the late 90s, and I went with my high school friends because one of them had extra tickets for some reason. I guess someone had bought them and it couldn't go, so we ended up getting tickets for Dave Matthews Band. And when we went, the entire arena was full of potheads. Like, I'm not even kidding. Everyone was fucking smoking weed in the entire place. We got a contact high from being in the arena because everyone was fucking smoking weed. And it was shitty, too, because you couldn't hear them. Like, the acoustics in the arena were terrible, so you couldn't even hear them sing. It was just like... That's all you could hear. And it was like, wow, I guess these people are so high and they know the music that they know what song they're singing. I don't have a clue what they're singing. It sounds like shit. So I'm glad I didn't pay for it because it was a waste of time pretty much. Outside of that, the only other concert I've ever been to is when I went to MagFest. There was a bunch of concerts at MagFest, including the Earthbound Papas, which was the band of Nuobu Umetsu, I forget how to pronounce his name, the composer of the classic Final Fantasy games, as well as a bunch of other video game cover bands performed there. And I loved that. It was a lot of fun. But outside of that, I have never been to any other concerts, ever. So, no, when I go to Connecticut, no, I'm not attending an Elton John concert. It's like I told you guys, this whole trip is being paid for by my parents. So, pretty much, it's a bare bones, inexpensive trip. It's like everything we've done to cut corners and save money we have on this trip. It's pretty much going to be us like I said, us spending time with my parents. And then for maybe 1 of 2 days of the trip, Kat and I just kind of going around Connecticut, me showing her around to the places where I used to go when I lived there. And showing her a few of the nice things about it. And that's about it. We're not going to be doing anything extravagant. We're not going to be doing anything expensive. It's going to be a very basic trip. A short trip, too, because we're really only spending like 5 days there. It's 2 travel days where we're going to be on a plane all day. So we're only spending 5 days. Not a long time to spend there. You know, would have been nice to take longer, but quite frankly, number one, I need to get back to work to make money, and Kat, also her job, you know, would only afford her a certain amount of time off. So we basically had to squeeze it in. Plus my dad, of course, works as well. So it was all of us trying to arrange our schedules the right way, you know, to get stuff aligned. And, you know, it is what it is. You know, I'm just happy to be spending the time that I'm going to be spending there. But no concerts, nothing expensive or complicated while we're there. All of this very basic stuff. All right. That's what I mean. Like, people are like, are you going to be vlogging? Vlogging? Well, there's nothing to vlog. Seriously. So, okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So now I will be ending the pre-stream, and we'll be jumping into Mortal Kombat 11. Thanks, everyone, so far for your contributions. In fact, oops, I forgot to update the tips total. We're up to $7 right now. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you. Let's end the pre-stream, and let's begin. Here we go.